Hello, what is up everyone? My name is KaitoNolan and Incarnate Tornadus is coming in raid. So let's get started. So Incarnate Tornadus is a pure flying type. No, he won't be any like dual typing. Like it's not like a PG, it's a flying normal. It's not like that. It's a pure flying type. So he's gonna be weak to electric, rock, and ice, and I'm going to talk more about like the ice Pokemon and stuff like that, but here is the top counter is Shadow Raikou. So the damage 5, bulk 4, consistency 4, the best moveset is Thunder Shock, Wild Charge. You could use Volt Switch, Wild Charge as well, it doesn't matter, but the Volt Switch is very slow. It really builds up the energy real fast, so you could spam a lot of Wild Charge, but Shadow is so glassy. You're probably gonna have to dodge, so I will recommend to use Thunder Shock for sure. Like I do love using Thunder Shock. So when you look at the ranking, he is the overall the top 10, no, the number 1. And when you look at the defense, so the Hyper Beam, Grass Knot, Dark Pulse, and neutral damage, and then he's gonna single resist Hurricane, the flying move, because the electric does resist flying moves. So he will be a good option to have, but you know, I know a lot of people don't have a Shadow, so it's okay. You don't have to worry about it. If you have a regular Raikou, you're perfectly fine. And here comes the Zekrom. I love Zekrom. So the damage 5, bulk 5, consistency 4, best moveset is Charge Beam, Wild Charge. So without any Mega or Shadow, he is the top counter. Yes, I love Zekrom. Oh my god. Anyway, so the best moveset is Charge Beam, Wild Charge. Can you imagine? Like he got Charge Beam and he's still the best. He's a beast. So Zekrom is an electric dragon, so he's going to resist Grass Knot and a Hurricane. You know, the dragon resists grass. So the Hyper Beam and Dark Pulse will be a neutral damage. So if you have the Zekrom, please throw him in there. You know, he's absolutely the best. I love him. And here's the new Shadow King in town. It's Mamoswine. Shadow Mamoswine, let's look at it. The damage 5, bulk 2, consistency 2. The best moveset is Powder Snow, Avalanche. Yes, look at, he's gonna be so glassy, because the Shadow Mamoswine is a grass, not the grass, the ground ice, so it's gonna be weak to Grass Knot. And the Hyper Beam, Dark Pulse, Hurricane will be a neutral damage. Will I recommend using Shadow Mamoswine? I mean, why not? He hits so hard, but I'm gonna talk more about the regular ice type later on. But ice moves are just not really good in this game, which is a shame. Here's the Rampardos. The damage 4, bulk 0, consistency 1. The best moveset is Smackdown, Rock Slide. You know how glassy he is. He hits so hard. He's incredible, but he is so glassy. So that's why look at the portions and stuff. It's just he's really not like ideal Pokemon to have, but he is the best rock, and if you could get the partly cloudy, please use them. So let's look at the defense. So the Hyper Beam and Dark Pulse, Hyper Beam and the Hurricane is a single resistance, and the Dark Pulse is a neutral damage, and it's because he's rock, he's gonna be weak to Grass Knot. So just be aware of that. Here comes the Mega Ampharos. The damage 4, bulk 5, consistency 4, best moveset is Volt Switch, Zap Cannon. What you need Mega Ampharos for is to boost Zekrom. That's what you need Mega Ampharos. You do not want to boost Mega Ampharos each other out. So somebody go in with a Mega Ampharos so that everybody can use the Zekrom. That's like the ideal way to use Mega Ampharos for sure, because the Zap Cannon, Volt Switch, terrible. This is a terrible moves. So let's look at the defense. It's Hyper Beam, Dark Pulse, neutral damage, and the Grass Knot, Hurricane, it's a single resistance. So yeah, he's gonna be good. Keep raiding. Right now he's in raid, so you know, build all the energy. Like I said, be sure to pair him with Zekrom. And here's the another mega Abomasnow. The damage 4, bulk 2, consistency 3. The best moveset is Powder Snow, Weather Ball. He is okay. If you want to bring in like the Shadow Mammo and stuff, be sure to pair Shadow Mamoswine with Mega Abomasnow. So the Hyper Beam, Dark Pulse, neutral damage, and the Grass Knot will be a single resistance, and because it's part grass, it'll be weak to Hurricane. So just remember that. If you could dodge well, yeah, why not? But I think overall, it's just Mega Ampharos is a better Mega for this. Here comes the Rhyperior. The damage 4, bulk 4, consistency 3. The best moveset is Smackdown Rock Wrecker. It's the community day move. If you don't have one, please use the Elite Charge TM. So here is the issue with the Rhyperior. Rhyperior is a ground rock, so yes, he's gonna be double weak to Grass Knot. And then the Hyper Beam Hurricane is a single resistance, and the Dark Pulse is a neutral damage. So it actually Dark Pulse Tornadus is really like a tricky one, because I remember that I did do all that with my Kiddo, and it could be very spammy, neutral damage. You know, it doesn't one-shot you or anything like that, but yeah, it's good. So I hope you guys have the Rhyperior ready to go. Just make sure it has the rock move. Like, sometimes it's so sad I see people using Earthquake and stuff, you know. Here comes the Magnezone. The damage 3, bulk, no, not 3. Damage 4, bulk 5, consistency 4. The best moveset is Spark, Wild Charge. So here is the thing about the Steel typing. Steel typing is just broken because it resists so many typing. So the Hyper Beam, Grass Knot, Hurricane, oh no, not the Hurricane. Hurricane will be a double resistance because the Steel resists the flying move as well too. And then Dark Pulse is a neutral damage. So if you're looking for some tanky option, like you have like a Zekrom, and you could put him as an anchor so you won't faint and you don't have to relobby. So yeah, and if you have the Shadow Magnezone, bam, it's actually better than the regular one. So the damage 5, bulk 5, consistency 3, the same move set, and yes, he'll be amazing. But I don't think he will be better than Zekrom though. Let me check. No, he is actually better than Zekrom. Bummer. I do not like that at all. Here comes the Electivire. The damage 4, bulk 2, consistency 4. Best moveset is Thundershock, Wild Charge. I love Electivire. He's like the super glassy version of Electric. You know, just like a Rampardos. I like him. I love using him. So, Hyper Beam, Grass Knot, Dark Ball, they're all neutral damage and single resistance to Hurricane. So if you have an Electivire, yes, please do use that. But it just doesn't have that tankiness that Zekrom and the Magnezone could provide. So if you love dodging, why not? Here comes the Zapdos. The damage 4, bulk 4, consistency 4. The best moveset is Thundershock, Thunderbolt. It's not the Charge Beam. So let's look at the defenses. Hyper Beam, Dark Pulse, neutral damage, and the Grass Knot Hurricane is a single resistance. So, you know, he's actually a good option to have. And then, like I said, if you have the Shadow, please use it. Here comes the Terrakion. The damage 4, bulk 3, consistency 1. The best moveset is Smackdown, Rock Slide. So overall, he is a good option, especially if you could get a partly cloudy weather. So let's look at the defense. Hyper Beam, Dark Pulse is a single resistance, and then he will be weak to Grass Knot because he's rock, and the Hurricane is a neutral damage because even the fighting is weak to flying move, but the rock resists flying, so that's why it neutralizes each other. So will I use Terrakion? Yeah. I mean, if I could get partly cloudy, it's a better option than Rampardos, I think, for sure. Here comes the Weavile. The damage 3, bulk 2, consistency 3. Best moveset is Ice Shard, Avalanche. Actually, if you have a Mamoswine, yes, you could use that as well too. And so the defense, I wanted to talk about Weavile because of that, the Dark Pulse. The Hyper Beam, Grass Knot, Hurricane is a neutral damage and a single resist Dark Pulse. This is like the first Pokemon here that actually resists Dark Pulse. So, yes, if you have a team of Weavile, it's excellent, it's beautiful. So, as you could see, I've already talked about a bunch of Pokemons. This is like the first time the Ice types are coming in. Ice moves are that bad in this game. So, I understand when you hear the flying type, oh, it's weak to rock, electric, ice. Ice should be the last option unless you have a Shadow Mamoswine. So, you always want to use electric and rock first, and then you fill the rest of the team with the ice type. Like, I always get this question a lot, and if you've been watching my video, I know I always talk about it. It's just ice moves are bad, like just as like a ground move too. They really need rework for sure. So I don't know, please Niantic. Here comes the Luxray. The damage 3, bulk 2, consistency 3. Best moveset is Spark, Wild Charge. He is a decent option to have. He's not gonna be the best, but the defense-wise, it's typical electric. So the all neutral damage, the Hyper Beam, Grass Knot, Dark Pulse, and he's gonna resist the Hurricane. I love using Luxray. I've always want to throw him in there. It's just a really cute and sexy Pokemon. Here comes the Tita. How sad it is. The Tita is not even in like a top 5 list anymore. The damage 3, bulk 4, consistency 5, best moveset is Smackdown, Stone Edge. Because the Stone Edge, ugh. You know, if he could get like the better move, yeah, for sure. So let's look at the Tita. Also, this is for the Dark Pulse as well too. So the Hyper Beam, Dark Pulse, Hurricane. It's a single resistance, and it's gonna be weak to Grass Knot because he's part rock. So yeah, it's you should be able to have the team ready for Dark Pulse just in case, because like I said, Dark Pulse could be very spammy. It's not gonna one-shot your Pokemon. It's not nothing like that, but definitely you get a lot of fame. So you know that the Therian Lando's coming soon, probably in April. He knows all the rock move, and then the Therian Lando is actually outperformed the Smackdown Tita. So it's crazy, right? I can't wait. I'm just gonna go rate so hard. And let's talk about the regular Mamoswine. So the damage 3, bulk 1, consistency 4, best moveset, Powder Snow, Avalanche, just like the Shadow Mamoswine. Even this one is not Shadow. Still, it's not potion friendly at all. And like I said, ice moves needs rework. Hyper Beam, Dark Pulse, Hurricane, neutral damage, and a single weakness to grass moves. So you know, if you're gonna use Mamoswine, be aware. And let's talk about the Alolan Golem. The damage 3, bulk 3, consistency 5, best moveset is Rock Throw, Wild Charge. The reason why I wanted to throw him in there is because of his typing. Alolan Golem is Electric Rock. So this is why he'll double resist Hurricane. So the Hyper Beam is a single resistance and with weak to Grass Knot because the rock's weak to grass. And then the Dark Pulse is actually a neutral damage. But like I said, double resistance to Hurricane. So if you have the Alolan Golem, it'll be a fun thing to use. So Incarnate Tornadus will be here. Unfortunately, it's not a Therian yet, but it's gonna be an easy duo, and it's just a great opportunity for you to grind the candies and stuff like that. Unfortunately, the EXO candy drop hasn't been guaranteed, which is so crazy. I will make my own duo guide, so please go ahead and check it out. Like I said, it's gonna be an easy duo for pretty much everyone if you have the right counters, and you would not even need a weather for that. So, and please go ahead and check Pokebattler.com/raids, and you adjust the friendship level, weather, moveset, and you get to see so many more counters, and more shadows and all that than I talked about today. It's just so hard to talk about every little shadows because not everybody have them. That's like the thing. Like, I'm just trying to pick the general counters that everybody can use, and you know, so hopefully this guy will help. And happy rating, everybody. Bye.